What's good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I gotta say thank God for another day and another opportunity. And as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen, today I put together a very special build for y'all, in which I'm gonna be calling the Rim Protecting Post Scorer. Now, this build's going to come out to an inside the arc threat, and out of all NBA players, this build today is going to be reminding me of Joel Embiid. Now, this is going to be a build made out of the center position, and when it comes to our attributes, we'll get a 99 plus when it comes towards our driving dunk, block, defensive rebound, and stamina. Now, we'll also get a total of 51 badges, big man contact dunk animations, upgraded dribble moves, as well as regular contact dunks and upgraded layup packages. Now, this is really one of the most nicest ball handlers for a center at this height. Very versatile for a two-way player, and this build is a threat from anywhere on the floor. Now, I want to know, what do you think based off what you are seeing from the gameplay? Also, when it comes to this build, I think we're moving very fast for a big man, and for this build, you will not have a problem getting your way around the court and finding a strong suit of where you want to play. Now, that applies for the 1s, 2s, 3s, and even the Rec and Pro-Am. So look, before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, comment down TG for Thank God King Jesus and where you're tuning in from, and I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. So the first thing that we're going to do today is put this build under the center position. Getting into the height, let's leave this at 7 feet. As for the weight, let's go with 225, and then for that wingspan, I decided to go ahead and put this all the way up to 710. Now, this is what we're going to be looking like moving forward today, and I promise you, the attributes are going to be very important today. So first, let's go ahead and get started with the physicals. So I'm going to go ahead and put my speed all the way up to a 71. As for that acceleration, I'm going to go with a 64. 78 when it comes down to our strength, and then for that vertical, make sure you go with an 82. Now, as for the stamina, this is going to go up to a 95, and remember, from the Gatorade facility workouts, we get a +4. So we have a 99 stamina, 86 vertical, 82 strength with a 68 acceleration and a 75 speed. Very solid for a big man, and I truly think that this is one of the best overall centers that you can make this year. Now, from here, we're going to go ahead and get into the breakdown of the finishing. So as for that close shot, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 70. Getting into the layup, let's go with an 80. And then for the driving dunk, I'm going to put this all the way up to an 86. Now, moving into the rest of the build, go ahead and put that standing dunk up to an 82. And then for that post control, I'm going to go with a 75. Now, this is what we're going to be able to do with our finishing. The badges are going to get upgraded even more once we upgrade the rest of our build. So as we get into the playmaking and the shooting, this is where things get very special. So go ahead and put that mid-range shot all the way up to an 80. As we get into the three-pointer, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 74. And then for that free throw, let's go with a 75. Now right here, this really opens up the floor, allowing you to hit shots on the outside as well as on the interior. Now for the playmaking, go ahead and put our pass accuracy all the way up to a 70. Ball handle, I like this best maxed out to a 63. And I'm going to put the same exact thing for our speed with ball. Now, the rest of the attributes will be left over for the defense, but as far as for these attributes for the playmaking, really allows you to move around and be very versatile for a ball handler. Now, let's go ahead and wrap everything up with the defense. So for that interior, this year 83 is going to be more than enough. Now, as for that perimeter, I want to be able to step up, so let's go with a 65 for that perimeter. As for that steal, I'm going to go with a 70. And then for the block, put this all the way up to a 90. Now for the defensive rebound, I'm going to put this to a 90 as well. And then for the rest of the build, this is what we're going to be looking like once we max it out to 99 overall. Now remember, you do get a +4 if you do buy your own boost. If you wear gear, activate your takeover, And then on top of that, the better you play throughout each game, you also do get a minor boost. Just take that into consideration. That's anywhere from a plus 10 to 15 depending on the way that you look at this. So look, when it comes to our badges for the finishing, I like Bronze Fast Twitch. We also get Fearless Finisher on the silver tier, Masher, Gold Post Fade Phenom, Dream Shake and Hook Specialist with Hall of Fame Pro Touch, Gold Giant Slayer, Silver Whistle. Then we get other badges like 2-Step on Hall of Fame, Gold Float Game, Giant Slayer Scooper, Spin Cycle. For the Driving Dunk, we're actually going to be able to get the badge Posterizer on the silver tier, Precision Dunker as well, and then even for the Standing Dunk, I like Silver Rise Up with Aerial Wizard. Then we get Precision Dunker. The Post Control, we get Bronze Unpluckable, Back Down Punisher, Silver Drop Stepper, Silver Post Spin Technician, and I'm telling y'all, Dream Shake is going to allow you to break ankles inside of the post. I also do enjoy Hook Specialist. Now for the shooting, we get Silver Catch and Shoot, Deadeye, Blinders with Green Machine and Post Fade Phenom as well. Then we get Guard Up with Open Looks. Also going to be able to get Midi Magician. Now for that 3-pointer, a little bit more of the same, and especially when it comes to our free throw, I'm happy with the badge free points on the bronze tier. Now remember, if you do activate your takeover as well as buy boost, that's at least a plus 10 at the minimum. Now once we get into the playmaking, we get Bronze Break Starter, Dimer, Post Playmaker, Relay Passer, and Special Delivery. Now for the actual ball handle, we get Silver Big Driver. This really is going to make a huge difference. I personally have used this on my 7-2 center, and having this badge on the silver tier really is going to speed up your momentum. Now as far as for the speed with ball, same badge goes here. And then for that defensive end, we're going to be able to unlock badges like Silver Anchor, Post Lockdown, Gold Workhorse, and then when it comes to the perimeter, off-ball pass is going to be a help as well. Now for that steal, I like Bronze Interceptor. We also get Right Stick Ripper. For the block, Silver Anchor, Gold Chase Down Artist with Pogo Stick. And then for the rebounding, to wrap everything up, Silver Box Out Beast, Pogo Stick, and Rebound Chaser. Now I want to know your thoughts and opinion on this build down below. Out of all NBA players, who personally does it remind you of? Now I think we can do everything from finish, shoot, have some playmaking moves as well as finish on that interior with some elite playmaking skills. On top of that, the defense does allow you to guard any position 1 through 5. And I want to say, for those of y'all who did stick around to the very end, God bless every single one of you. Now let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made this build correctly. Now we should be able to get these 3 comparisons. Joel Embiid, of course. And as y'all can see, we have created the rim protecting post scorer coming out to an inside the arc threat. Now I do enjoy the comparisons of Kristaps Porzingis and DeMarcus Cousins, one of the best builds with comparisons that you can make this year on Next Gen. Now add everything up of what I previously did mention of when it comes to buying boost, activating your takeover, all of that good stuff, and you'll see just how much potential that we got today out of this build. Now again, thank y'all so much for the support. More so than anything, thank the man above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the rich family. And last but definitely not least, comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from. And I most definitely will be sure to get back to y'all with a response. And with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.